It's a great time of year. We're excited to be here. Uh, get a few plays that have already happened. We had a read option go for a few yards, and then another read option get stopped in the backfield. So good response by the Yellow Jacket defense.
We got a third and long here. Malvern's got a first-year quarterback, I believe. I think their quarterback moved away, so excited to see how our defense can put pressure on him early. We got a wide set, twins to both sides of the field. Quarterback looks over to the sideline to get a final play call. Running back shifts to the right, drop back to pass. Going deep, one-on-one coverage. Great defense.
Excellent defense from Braden Lewis, who really came on strong as the year went along last year with a great play the first time he's tested in 2025 to break up the pass. Almost had an interception there.
That would be great. Great start. First defensive series. The defense is the question mark to me this year, Dakota. It's proved they can move the ball up and down the field, and I think we've got some good defensive pieces. Got Jackson Delphack, some experience on the corners, and excited to see what we can do. We got our punt, Malvern punt. Sheridan doesn't like to punt, so this may be ongoing theme. I hope we get to see them punt.
I was gonna say, have we practiced fielding a punt?
I don't know. 4th and 7. Punter receives a snap. Scrimmage games, you're not going to see much rush or returns on special teams. Fielded cleanly at the 33.
Yeah, it's number 7, Dylan Smith, back there to receive the punt. Fair catch. Ball's going to be at the 33.
All right, first offensive series of the season here in Dakota. I get excited. Last year I was kind of shell-shocked on the onside kicks and the high-pace offense, and it was so fun to watch. And we got better as the year went on, so hope we can continue on with our senior leadership there. Dax McMillan had an outstanding year last year throwing the football. Worked on improving reading defenses over the summer, and Coach Kelly said he's come a long way. We're going to start twins to both sides of the field, 3 receivers on the top. Dax gets the snap, sits comfortably back in the pocket, has all to throw, completed, and out of bounds at the 47. Completed to number 15, Wiley DePriest. Wiley saw some action last year. Good third down receiver last year. Comes all the way from the top of the field, across the field for a first down for Sheridan. Trips top, twins to the bottom. Good time, good pocket presence by Dax. Good protection by the line on the first series so far. We got a crowded line in the scrimmage. Malvern brings some extra men off the corner. He's got one open receiver and just overthrows him. Good play call, good read. Just out of the reach of Walker Shields, sophomore wide receiver there. Looked like his defender fell down.
Yep, schemed him to be wide open. Dax put some air under the ball, pressure coming in his face, try to give the receiver time to run under it. Just didn't work out that time, but maybe they'll come back to that later.
All right. Got to stop and play. Not sure what that was about, Dakota.
Just had to think about it.
Got a similar alignment, trips left. Quick pass out to Eli Turner. Oh, just off his hands on a quick screen to the outside. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Blockers set up out in front, just off the hands. Got to bring that one down. Had a lot of room to run in front of him. They're going to work out the kinks in this first game. That's what we're here for.
That's right. Eli Turner's got some. He had some experience last season. Kind of a throwback to Peyton Hillis to me. Big guy, runs hard, but also has good hands. As you can see there, they lined him up wide last time. Now we got twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Got Ethan Cowden down here, I think at the bottom. Good offensive right tackle. Going up the gut with Eli. Good hard running there up the middle. Bounces off a tackler. Runs over another tackler. Runs over another one. And here we go, Eli Turner. Way to run the ball hard there all the way down to the Malvern 25.
Eli Turner rumbling, bumbling, stumbling over 3 defenders for a first down.
Great run there.
Welcome back.
That's uncharacteristic Kevin Kelly, 3rd and 10, running the ball right up the middle. But hey, it worked.
They were not ready. They weren't ready for the play call. They weren't ready for Eli Turner's shoulder either.
Back up to the line. Got bunch twins set to the top and the bottom of your screen. Eli Turner to the left of Dax. Likes what he sees, takes the snap. Looking over the middle, goes to a second read. Oh! Eli hit hard there immediately.
Yeah, good hit from the Malvern defender. That was number 2, Jeremiah Jimerson. Timed it up perfect. That was just a good play.
Good play.
Credit where credit's due.
A good protection there by the line. I like to see that. Dax went to might have been his second or third read there. We got trips to the top of the field. Lone receiver at the bottom. Quick hand out to Eli Turner back up the middle. About 5 Malvern defenders there bringing Eli down. Short gain on second down, the third and about, I'll call it 7, Dakota.
You know, that's okay when you got 2 downs to get 7.
Right back up to the line. Eli moves from his halfback position up close to the line of scrimmage in the slot. Twins at the top of the screen. Dak gets the snap, looks down low, got a man over the middle, hits him. First down. Sheridan is trying to get to the pay dirt. Hustle, brought down by the jersey at the 5-yard line, we'll call it. Good completion on third down there over the middle.
Good to see you, JP Black. Flashing the hands, coming over the middle, hanging on tight. You know, it's tough when you're going over the middle as a wide receiver, but the quarterback put the ball in the right spot, kept him away from the defender. Good first down.
Back up the field quickly. Quick pitch to Eli. Eli, with a stiff arm. Gets it in the pay dirt.
What a run.
What a run by Eli Turner. Sheridan's first touchdown of the 2025 season with a hard run by Eli Turner.
Eli, I love that Eli got to finish the drive off with that run. You know, he converted and had such a great run, running over 3 defenders. Looked a little slow the past couple of plays. You know, got hit hard over the middle, but man, that guy just showed so much toughness, both on the receiving end and the giving end of that drive. So very happy for Eli to get in the end zone.
Great drive, opening drive for the Sheridan Yellow Jackets, going right down the field, putting 6 on the board. Got an extra point attempt. Again, no rush in this preseason game. Low kick, but it gets through. And the extra point is good by Andrew Mitchell. I think Andrew will be doing.
Andrew.
Oh, he missed. It was low.
Looks like it might have been deflected.
Okay.
Hey, we'll take 6.
Nonetheless, 6 on the board for the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. The defense will come back on the field. But a good opening drive, Dakota. We'll take that. We got a third down and long. Good hard run by Eli Turner to get a first down. Dax looked comfortable in the pocket. Line gave good protection. I'm pretty pleased with the first drive.
I'll tell you, I really liked what I saw from Dax. It was an incomplete pass. Eli got hit hard, but he was looking deep, looked to the middle, and then checked down short. You know, really went through a full progression there. Took the safe bet, didn't try to force anything. You know, lived to play another down. Love seeing that from him.
You get some of that senior experience and a quarterback that really does make a difference at any level, but especially the high school level. Dax has kind of been through this before. He will make mistakes, and he knows it, but he's quick to bounce back and try to do the best for his team.
Pooch kick.
Pooch kick. Again, no return in the preseason here. Benefit game. So Malvern will take over at about their own 31-yard line. 1st and 10. You know, Malvern's had a good season last year. I believe they finished second in the conference. Lost to Elkins and Arkadelphia, I believe, who ended up playing in the state championship game. They've got good returners on the defensive line, but they lost a quarterback. They lost 2 receivers who moved out of the district, and so got a young skill package, but we'll see if Sheridan can continue to put defense on them here. Quick throw out to the sideline to the running back. Shifty runner, quick feet there. That was number 1, Solomon Toney, with the reception from Collar, their quarterback.
Yeah, good tackle from Braden Lewis coming up from his corner position. You've seen a lot of range from Braden right out of the gate. You know, back-to-back plays on defense, covering the pass deep, and then coming up to hit a halfback in the backfield. Not in the backfield, but just for him to gain a few yards. Love seeing him being able to tackle and cover.
2nd and 5 for Malvern. Quick handoff up the middle. Missed tackle there by Sheridan. Number 21 came up and filled there. Waylon Partain came up from his safety position and filled the gap really well there. It's going to be 1st down, Malvern.
Yeah, tough run from their running back, number 5, Devon Juniel. When you got a tough runner, you got to be a tough tackler.
Yeah. Something's got to give there, doesn't it, Dakota? Malvern Leopard first down at their own 40-yard line. They're going to spread it out here. It's pretty typical offense for Malvern. Spread offense. Twins to the top, twins to the bottom. Sheridan still lining up. Snap goes back to Kyler. Good pressure up the middle by Sheridan's defense. Steps up in the pocket, makes a throw, overthrows the receiver there on a deep post route.
Yeah, brought a blitz package on defense, forced the quarterback to step up into the pocket, maybe rush a throw under duress, throw high. Good pressure from the defense.
Second down and 10. Keep him in these long yardage situations. I feel really good about it. We got twins to the top. Single receiver down low. Looks like Sheridan's in a man coverage. We got one-on-one coverage down low. They decided to run the ball. A little bobble handoff. I've got away with a hold there in the middle, but a good positive yardage run by Malvern. 2nd and 9. No, he's going to give him the first down on a spot.
We had Ross Stevens and Cooper Williams coming up to make the tackle.
Right at the 50-yard line for Malvern. Going to change out some players, mix in a new package. Kyler waits, their quarterback waits for the call from the sideline. Got Jaquelon Morris back at nose guard there. Expect big things out of him this year. Came on late in the season, had a lot of good tackles. I think even caught an interception for us last year. So expecting big things out of him there, holding down the middle. Sheridan again bringing blitz. Handoff off the right side. Number 7, big gain, Tavion Clegg. And that is a Malvern first down. I think Tavion's one of the returners that they're expecting big things out of. I can't remember if he was all-conference or all-state last year, but good ball player.
Good timing talking about Jaquelin Morris. He just ran 10 yards behind where he started to make the tackle down the field.
Yeah, doesn't quit. Love the hustle. Jaquelin, he's going to have to bring some leadership this year and get the kids to follow him and his leadership and his hustle and his ability.
When your nose tackle is 10 yards behind where the play started making a tackle, that's a lot of effort.
That's a lot of effort. Spread offense again. Twins at the top and the bottom. Quick handoff up the middle. A little read play. Swarmed by the Yellow Jackets after a 3-yard gain. Several guys there on the tackle. Can't tell who made first contact. Cody, did you see it?
I saw Cooper Williams, number 26, get a hand in there. I say a hand. He had his whole arm in there trying to rip the ball out. Several Jackets trying to take the ball away.
2nd down and 7. We got 6:35 left in the quarter. Sheridan's up 6-0. Malvern's put together a pretty little good drive here. We need to stop. We're going to show a 3-man front. Expect to bring pressure, and we do. We stunt. Got an open path to the quarterback. Oh, just missed him. Kyler scrambling for his life. Picks up pockets of yardage, and he's going to be knocked out of the bounds. They're going to knock him out. Spot him at the 22-yard line of Sheridan. Missed opportunity there, Dakota.
Had a great blitz package drawn up. Came right up the middle. Flushed him out to the left, put some pressure on him. Good blocking from their receiver. Again, Jaquelin Morris on the tackle, that time about 15 yards down the field.
Way to hustle, Jaquelin. Again with the spread. Not showing much variety from the Malvern offense, but it's been effective here on their second drive.
We've been consistent bringing 5. You just don't know which 5.
Looks like we had too many men on the field. I don't know what, injury substitution, maybe, not sure.
Running off number 40, Copeland Crutchfield, and running on number 39, Timber Russell.
Kyler waits for the snap, takes it, got a handoff of the middle. Good cut there. Backside pursuit by our defensive end, number 39. That was Timber Russell, sophomore defensive end, just came into the game. He's really got to pin that down a little bit better, but good hustle there on the end position.
Yeah, way to hustle, come right into the game and make a tackle. Good effort there. Malvern's been consistent wanting to run the ball in this possession.
Yeah, they found something they like. A little zone read is what it looks like to me. A little handoff, let the running back find a hole, let the quarterback read the end. There, the end stayed out, handed it off. Good cut up the middle. Got a little pistol formation from Malvern this time. Up back. Another handoff up the middle. Big hole for Malvern. Upended at the 3-4 yard line by the Sheridan safeties. But, man, big hole right there. We've got to feel that.
Yeah, tough hit from Ross Stevens coming up into the hole, making a play, sticking his nose in there. No surprise to see toughness from Stevens.
Yeah, that's right. It's genetic. runs in the family.
So did they learn that or inherit that?
I don't know. I think you gotta maybe a little bit of both. Maybe a little both. All right, first goal line stance for Sheridan. Let's see what kind of toughness they have here. They stay in the 3-man front. Malvern's going to bring 2 running backs up close to the quarterback. Got a sweep handoff. Good stick there. That was number like
Jaquela Morris again on the tackle.
Good job. Good hustle. He's quick. Quick for a big guy. Got over to the side, made a good tackle. Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and goal. 4:49 left in the first quarter. Sheridan leading 6-0. Neither team has taken a timeout thus far. It's been pretty clean play. No penalty flags. Good series by both teams so far.
Although Malvern has, gone down the field on this drive, they've really had to earn it with a lot of plays.
Man coverage here. Stacking the box. Sheridan stacking the box. Kyler waits for the snap. Hands it off to number 7 up the middle. Sheridan's going to have him stopped and then gang tackle him. 0 gain on the play. Good hustle defense there by the Sheridan Yellow Jackets.
They stood him up and then they just never stopped coming. So many Jackets in on that play. Lots of effort to bring it to a 3rd down and goal.
3rd and goal. Preseason the game. I'd be interested to see what happens here if we can hold them on 4th down. Malvern's going to try to punch it in or settle for 3. 3:56 to go. 19 on the play clock. Twins to both sides again, going back to the spread defense. 1 running back, Tavion Clegg to the left of Kyler, the quarterback. Man defensive again. Drop back, got his quick slant down low, wide open, and dropped the pass. Lucky break for Sheridan. Braden Lewis, I don't know what happened down low, didn't see, but we had a wide open receiver from Malvern in the end zone and couldn't convert. Good break for Sheridan.
I'm surprised and not surprised at all to see Malvern throw the ball right there on 3rd down. They've been so consistent running the ball the whole way down the field. Sheridan's been all out, planning to stop the run. Created an opening over here on the pass. Lucky break for us.
Good break. We'll take it. 4th down. Looks like we got Cowden in. Nose guard. Going with a corner route. This time Malvern converts. That was number 20, Marquise Thorne on the coverage. Senior for Sheridan. Corner route in the end zone. Caught by number 8, Jabori Jacobs. And a good throw there by Kyler Wright, Malvern quarterback. That was the inside receiver going over the top there, Dakota.
Yep, good throw from the quarterback. Put it where only his man could catch it. Well timed. Got a tie ball game headed to the extra point. No pressure coming from the Jackets here.
Pressure. And the kick is up, and I will make sure it goes in this time. It is good.
Can confirm.
Can confirm. Got a little excited. So good drive there by Malvern. Sheridan had some good defensive stops. That's not what Coach Kelly had in mind. I'm sure he wanted to have a shutout in the game. But Malvern, like I said earlier, is a good football team. Going to pick to finish 2nd in their conference. Has a lot of good people returning for them. The question is going to be their skilled players. Had some guys move out of the district. But good first drive by Malvern. Respectable drive. Good respectable stances on defense. So overall, good game. 7-6. 3:34 to go in the quarter.
Yeah, I really like how much they had to earn those points. No big plays allowed by the Jackets. They had to earn every yard. A lot of tough tackling. Got a chance to do it again.
Lining up to kick off here. Again, no returns. We're going to see a kickoff and likely a fair catch. There it is. Oh, miscommunication, no return. They're going to spot the ball where he touched it. They're at the Sheridan.
Is that going to be at the 10?
He's still walking up.
We're talking about it.
I'm going to give him the touchback. No. Yep. Started at the 30-yard line. First and 10, Sheridan at the 30. You're going to give him a touchback.
All right, excited. What I'm really pumped about this year is, the year one of coach-quarterback relationship. You can only install so much of your offense. But going into year 2 and all the time in the film room, there's a lot of wrinkles I think we're going to see this year. I don't think we're going to see them tonight, but I'm excited to see them roll out over the next few weeks.
Yeah, I expect to be pretty basic tonight. We got
vanilla,
trips,
as they say.
vanilla. Trips down low here on your screen. Twins to the top. Dax looking over to get the final play call. Corners back off, giving some space. Dax has all day to throw. Still looking. Going to run out of bounds. Good decision there. Good coverage by Malvern. Dax pulls it down. Positive gain of 2 yards. Bring up 2nd and 8 there for Sheridan.
I felt like Dax had really good presence in the pocket. As he started to roll right, Malvern ran a linebacker at him to put a little extra pressure to make a decision. Wisely, just tucked it, picked up a couple yards, didn't make a mistake, didn't even have to throw it away. Positive yardage there.
Gave him a gain of 3. 2nd and 7, trips to the top. Eli in the pistol position behind Dax. Good snap. Dax with the play action. Has time to throw. Little underthrown. Good defensive play there by number 8. Number 7, Dylan Smith, the intended target for Dax. Brings up a good 3rd down and 7 here. We expect 2 plays to get first down for Sheridan.
Or 1. You know, we'll take
We'll
one.
take
play
one. Yeah, definitely. Most definitely.
Dax had to throw off his back foot a little earlier than he wanted to. Didn't get to put as much oomph into the ball. Glad to have it just come up incomplete.
Got Easton Barksdale checked in at running back. Oh, bobble exchange, and I think Malvern has recovered. And they have.
Yes, Malvern football.
That was the first snap for Easton, the sophomore. Just a bad exchange there between he and Dax. It'll be a turnover on a fumble at the Sheridan, spotted at the 31-yard line. So defense right back onto the field, needing a big stop from them. Get the ball back here, and let's turn the field back on Malvern.
Yeah, time to pick the offense up. Chance to make a big play, make a stand. These are the early tests that are good to have.
Yeah, get the jitters out now. Our next opponent will be Whitehall, not this Friday, but next. So we'll start keeping records then. But this is what this is for. It's to get your sophomores some playing time, get kids exposed to game situations, game speed. Kyler takes a snap. We're rushing 3 again. Another quick hitter to the sideline. That time, good open field tackle by Braden Lewis.
Yeah, Braden Lewis coming up and making a play in the backfield this time. Lost a couple yards. Braden is ready to backpedal or run forward.
2nd and 13. 2nd and 12, we'll call it. Loss of 2 on the play by Malvern on a quick swing pass to the outside. Sheridan showing a 3-man front this season. I don't know. I feel like that's what they did most of the season last season. 3 down linemen, various pressures and blitzes, trying to confuse the offense. A lot of man coverage, and we're showing blitz again. We're bringing 2. Good protection, double coverage, and we got a pick. Got a pick by number 16, Ross Stevens. Ross returning the ball upfield. He's going to be knocked out at the 30-yard line. Good job by the free safety there, reading the eyes and making a play. Who did I say? 16, Ross Stevens.
Yeah, Ross Stevens. Another appearance. Made a tough tackle on the goal line on the last possession. Stuck his nose in there, and then this time was ready, high-pointed the ball. Really getting to showcase his skills out of the gate.
Read the quarterback's eyes well, drifted to it, and both Sheridan players in a good position there. Love that we got the ball right back after a turnover. We're going to go quads to the top. Eli down low.
It's almost like nothing happened.
Almost like nothing happened. And the official line judge, I think he was calling for a substitution there.
That's Gavin Jones, number 73, coming in place of Brian Bowman.
Same formation. Dax looking to the sideline to Coach Kelly to get his play call. Dax looking on the middle. He's got a man wide open. Hits him in stride. Good catch by Wiley DePriest. Get there, Wiley. Get there, Wiley. Wiley traced down at about the Malvern 12-yard line. Great read by Dax.
Huge play, really set them up well. Coach Kelly is so good at scheming players wide open. We had a bubble screen, or what appeared to be a bubble screen, going on with the four players to one side, the bunch set. It looked like a bubble. Malvern wanted to hit a player in the backfield more than they wanted to cover the deep part of the field. Great play, good execution.
Same formation, just flipped 4 down low on your screen. Eli alone on the top of the screen. Dax takes a snap, looking down low again. We got a pick with a slant at the bottom, completed to number 7, Dylan Smith, just short of the goal line. Going to mark him down at about the 3-yard line of Malvern.
Yeah, good throw, good execution on the pick play. They probably wouldn't like for us to call it a pick. That was just a well-executed set of routes
slant.
run.
Yes. Yeah.
They just accidentally ran into the other players.
Accidentally, just by chance. And just by chance, the coach touches his nose when he calls pick.
See what you did there.
Another passing play. Oh! Wow, good break by Sheridan.
Double break.
Double break. We'll take that. Don't see that very often. Dax had pressure on him, had to drift back, throws a little high. Again, intended for Dylan Smith there.
Probably didn't see the second orange defender in the orange end zone.
Yeah, that is kind of home field advantage there.
Mm-hmm.
Orange on orange makes it tough. We got a 3rd and short. Dax looking at the sideline. Coach Kelly to get his play. We're going to line up with the twins at the bottom.
Wiley's spaced all the way out on the bottom of the numbers.
He is. Eli's by Dax. Eli swings out. Oh, quick hitter. Had him on a little stop route. Just off target there by Dax. 4th and short. 4th and goal.
I like the play call. It created an awkward amount of space up there on the left side. Wiley was so far out. There was at least 10 yards between him and number 7 there. Left a lot of room for an out route to be thrown.
4th and short. We're still going to spread it out.
Wonder if we motion Eli in.
Trips left. Twins down low.
Nope.
Oh, right up the gut. Surprise quarterback sneak by Dax, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Sheridan on a surprise quarterback sneak from Dax McMillan.
I'm going to make a prediction and say that's not the only rushing touchdown you're going to see from Dax this year.
All right. Dakota has gone on record that our pocket passer was going to score more than 1 rushing touchdown this season.
Book it.
Book it, Dano. Book it. I hope he scores 90.
That would be okay.
Yeah. We're going to go for 2 here, try to make it a 14-7 game. 1:18 left in the first quarter. Bunch formation, 2 receivers to the top and the bottom. Wiley DePriest going in motion, snapped Dax. He's got all day to throw, back in the end zone and behind the intended receiver. 2-point conversion failed. He is really going after Dylan Smith with targets tonight. Dylan's had some good catches and just couldn't bring that one in.
Yeah, good scheme. We love to run a mesh concept in these close yardage situations. It really just creates chaos whenever the defense is in man coverage. Didn't work out that time, but they'll come back to it.
They'll come back to it. Again, 1:18. Sheridan leading 12-7. We are at Leopard Stadium in Malvern, Arkansas for the benefit game. They pushed kickoff back to 7 o'clock for the heat, and then good foresight because we had a rainstorm move through here that cleared out by 5:30 or 6 as well, so it just worked out great.
Great planning.
Great planning. Great planning. Did you order the weather?
I did not. I did not.
Take credit for it because it turned out great. We're not going to see any onside kicks tonight either. I wouldn't think, since there are no returns or recoveries.
That's top of my list of things I'm sad about right now.
Yeah, I know. And another little pooch kick. No return. They're going to catch it at the 30, and that is where Malvern will take over on a fresh set of downs with 1:18 to go in the quarter. What do you think so far, Dakota?
I think that we're not showing a lot that's different than last year. We've executed really well on offense. We had a little fumble of the exchange, but got to see the defense pick us right back up, get the ball back to the offense, and offense go score a touchdown. That is a team that is playing together, and so that is really what we're looking for in this first game.
I like it. I like it. All right. Malvern staying in a spread formation. Sheridan still showing 3 down linemen, bringing 2 linebackers on a blitz, little out route, good open field tackle, number 21, Waylon Partain.
Let's go, Waylon. Come up, lay the boom. You got a name like Waylon, you're a tough guy.
Waylon laying the boom.
Waylon and Balin.
Waylon actually got him for a 1-yard loss there. It's going to be 2nd and 11 for Malvern. 47 seconds. Clock is running. 15 on the play clock. Trips to the bottom of the field. Going to hand it off the middle where they've had good success. But this time Sheridan's waiting on it. Good tackling there. Short gain.
Yeah, number 40, Copeland Crutchfield coming in off the edge to finish the runner off. Got stopped at the point of pursuit. But the Jackets are not counting on the first person there to make the tackle. They want to be sure that whoever has the ball is going to touch the ground.
I like it. I like it. Can't do it by yourself. Bring in a teammate. Clock's still running. 10 seconds. Probably going to be the last play of the quarter if they can get it off. Trips down low. Sheridan bringing blitz again. Good pressure up the middle. Made the quarterback throw it soon. Incomplete pass.
Who was that? He was 10 feet in the air. Number 11? Is that Reed Stevens?
Looks like Reed Stevens. Yeah.
Man.
I think he got a little.
I mean, that was like a closeout in basketball. Joe Scott would be proud.
3 seconds left in the quarter. It is 4th down. Malvern will choose to punt. Again, in early preseason games, special teams is just working on snaps and kicking and placement. No rush here.
Can you imagine punting the football?
No. Like at my age or in general?
Elaborate.
No. Hamstrings would be pulled.
Probably both of them.
Yeah. All right. And they're going to mark it down where it stops. That'll be at the Sheridan 34 and a half yard line. 3 seconds left in the quarter. With Sheridan leading 12-7.
They can touchdown.
Touchdown. If we don't throw it 40 yards in the air here, I'd be a little disappointed, but not too disappointed. Good first quarter of football for Sheridan. Good defense there. Good goal line stand earlier. Just ran out of steam, broken coverage a little bit. Malvern executed well. Sheridan comes right back, moves it down the field, gives them a 12-7 lead. And we'll see what we can do here with 3 seconds left in the first quarter. Trips to the top, Twins down low, snap to Dax. All day to throw tonight. Wide open receiver, just a little off target. That was Wiley DePriest, the intended target there.
Good design on the play. Had Wiley open. I don't know if there was maybe a little miscommunication of which way the receiver should have turned at the top of his route. Looks like Dax was throwing outside. So they'll get that figured out. Couldn't tell if it was more of a stop or a comeback.
Look at deep curl, just a little off target. 12-7, end of the first quarter. I'm going to try to get our sideline guy, Mike Nevins, see if we can get him in for a little sideline report. It's our first season, so we're working out kinks just like the football team. Let's see if we can get Mike. Mike, you there? Can you hear us, Mike? He cannot hear us. You can hear us, but his mic is not working. We'll try to come back to him later in the game. But, my name's Jeremy Orman. I'll be doing some of the commentating for you this year. We've got Dakota Hedden, who's been doing some color for us already. Mike Nevins, our sideline reporter, and we're excited to bring on Andy Mayberry this year as well, who has some good experience doing Henderson State games. So we're going to bring Andy in. We're going to get some practice in for everybody here today. So, Andy, I'm going to hand this mic over to you, and you let the good times roll, bud.
Let's go, Andy. Andy, we'll let him tell us about his
letting the good times roll.
his
Indeed.
years of experience on the microphone. Tell us about that, Andy.
Yeah, it's been a while. I used to do Henderson State football, color commentary for a couple of years, 8 years of play-by-play, but that's been a couple of decades. So here we go. Halfback pass coming right out in the second quarter here. That's Easton Barksdale in the game. And we're
Andy, you put the microphone on, and
Yeah,
we
I
run
was-
a halfback pass in the first 3 seconds. I mean, let's go.
I'm still
You're not allowed to take it off.
I'm still adjusting my headset over here. All right, so first down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They're at their own 45-yard line early in the second quarter. Dax with a little pitch underneath to Eli Turner, crosses midfield, still on his feet, inside the 40-yard line, is going to go out of bounds around the 40. There's a flag down over there, and we'll have to wait and see what that is.
Yeah, wondering if we got a holding call coming in on one of the receivers, possibly. We saw this play design a lot last year, bringing a little misdirection in the backfield, getting a little pop pass with blockers going out in front. Love to see that that's still part of the scheme.
Yeah, still waiting on the official call.
First penalty flag of the night.
Which is unusual for an early season game like this. Preseason, you look for a lot of penalties, turnovers, miscues, and pretty clean game so far. And you called it, Dakota. It's a holding call.
I didn't catch who it was on. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah, well, it's on us. So
It's on us.
that's all that really counts at this point. Yeah, so it's 10 yards from the spot of the hold. So net gain is about 2 yards for Eli Turner.
Positive.
It's positive. So 1st and 8 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 47-yard line.
Keeping Easton Barksdale in the backfield.
You know, that's kind of a double threat back there. He's also the backup quarterback. I know in the preseason, Dax going deep. He's got a man complete at the 30-yard line. That's Dylan Smith hauling it down. And they're going to say spot him down at the 32-yard line, but picture perfect throw by Dax McMillan.
Excellent throw and catch. Only one person could have caught that football, and he did. Way to go up and high point the football, come down with it, get your feet in. I think that was a catch in the NFL.
Yeah, exactly. That was a great catch. Great throw by Dax. Yellow Jackets have it 1st and 10 now. They're on 32-yard line. Dax drops back. There's some pressure. Set up the screen. Looked like there might have been a little interference on one of the Malvern players there, but it's going to go incomplete. Dylan Smith was the intended receiver. The incomplete pass will bring up 2nd down.
And Andy, I need to brush up on my rules a little bit. You know, it's early for all of us, but with him being in the backfield, that might have been some of the reason they didn't throw a flag there.
Could be. It looked like he had escaped he was out of the box and was over on the left hash mark. Regardless, it's 2nd and 10. Yellow Jackets, clock rolling, 11:35 left to play in the second quarter. McMillan looks over the middle. He's got a man complete at the 10-yard line. That's Jaden Green, the senior wide receiver.
Good, strong throw from Dax. Did not hesitate at all. Hit number 8 in stride, going over the middle. Great first down.
Yeah, that was beautifully drawn up. Great route by Green. Pinpoint pass by Dax. And the Yellow Jackets have it now. First, I'm not sure if that's 1st and goal or not. It's right on the 10-yard line.
Boy, it's close. They're flirting with it.
Yeah, really close. 10-yard line for the Yellow Jackets, 1st down. Eli Turner in the backfield along with Dax. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Dax looks to the end zone. He's got a man. Oh, that was close to being intercepted. It's going to go incomplete. Looked like that was Dylan Smith, the intended receiver, but Jabori Jacobs over there from Malvern had good coverage on it and got a hand.
Yeah, another target for Dylan Smith. That connection has been strong out of the gate. Ball floated just a little bit, and good play by the defense to knock it down.
Yeah, boy, you could see Jacobs breaking on that ball. He saw it coming, and he was headed that way. Thankfully, thrown a little bit wide to the right where neither player could haul it in. Second down now for Sheridan. Dax over the middle. Touchdown, Sheridan. Walker Shields.
That was a zipper of a ball straight over the middle. Pinpoint pass. Hit him right in the hands. Another touchdown for the Jackets.
Yeah, that was great. You don't get a lot of zipper these days, Dakota. I like it.
It just rolled off the
I
tongue.
like it. I like it. So that'll put the Yellow Jackets back up on top. Yeah, they initially credited Malvern with that score for a moment. They had it as 13-12 Malvern on the scoreboard here. They've reversed that now. So
We appreciate
we
that
do
from them.
very much appreciate that. Adam Mitchell in to attempt the extra point for Sheridan. The hold, the placement of the football, and the kick is up and good. 19-7, Sheridan on top. 10 minutes, 58 seconds left in the second quarter.
Good hold from Easton there. Ball bounced on the way to him. He was able to place the ball, get it turned around. And we are going to roll over to Mike Nevins on the sideline.
Can you hear us, Mike? Mike, are you there?
It's going to work.
Looks like we're still having some technical issues picking up our sideline reporter tonight, Mike Nevins. We'll try again here in a little bit. We'll work on that a little bit more. Hey, you know, this preseason game, it's not just for these players to work out some kinks. It's for us to work some out as well, right?
I can tell you I'm sure thankful for it.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, the Yellow Jackets on top, 19-7 here early in the second quarter. And kick is going to bound at about the 21-yard line. Again, no returns tonight. And so the Leopards will take over first down and 10 at their own 21-yard line when we return to action.
Yeah, looks like we're taking a little break. Normally we will have sponsor commercials that will start right now. We appreciate everyone that has pre-committed to those spots. We do have spots available.
Yeah, I think People's Bank has a spot, right?
People's
right?
Bank
You want to
has
just
a
do that
spot.
live for us right now?
Yeah, People's Bank is where people come first. We are owned and operated out of Sheridan, and we're back to play here.
All right. Back to play, handoff up the middle for Malvern. And number 23 for the Leopards, that's KD Shields. That was a nice run. It looked like he was going to be stopped for virtually no gain, and he just wouldn't go down and wound up picking up good yardage out to about the 40-yard line.
Yeah, dragging a couple defenders behind him, really tough run.
I think that's our sideline reporter on the air. And now we're back to action on the field again. And the Leopards were going to be dropped for a loss, it looks like.
Andy, do you still have your eardrums?
I'm still here. I'm good. Second down and 12 now for the Leopards. A loss of 2 on that play. And the Leopards in the shotgun. Kyler Wright drops back. Now he's going to be rushed in the pocket. Goes straight forward. Picks up good yardage across midfield into Sheridan territory at about the 45-yard line. We're back in the booth now. Malvern. We're back in the booth. Malvern with possession of the football. First down, 5 yards to go for the Leopards. They throw and incomplete intended receiver was at around the 35-yard line. That was number.
A couple plays ago, number 40, Copeland Crutchfield, I do just want to kind of rewind to this. Some good gamesmanship back and forth between the Malvern quarterback and Copeland. The quarterback started to throw what looked like maybe a slant or something in the flat, and Copeland kind of stayed back, put the hands up, was ready to tip the ball, and right when he stuck his hands up, the quarterback ran right past him. So some good gamesmanship back and forth, very much an awareness of what's going on from the defensive end.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, so looks like we've got a break on the field. Again, as you mentioned earlier, Dakota, we normally would have some commercials, some advertisements to play for you at this time. Again, a preseason game. We don't have those tonight, so we're just going to keep it right here. Dakota, what have you seen, your assessment of this Sheridan team so far in this early going of this preseason matchup?
My assessment on offense is that we can move the football. We can run it with Eli Turner. We can throw it. Dax looks incredibly poised, very calm, going through his progressions, has not let pressure make him make a bad decision. He's been very much in control of the offense. Love to see that. And then on the defense, we've been very responsive. I mean, we've been able to stop the run at times. We've been able to defend the pass well, and we've been able to respond and pick our offense up.
Well, the defense has its hands full right now as Malvern is inside Sheridan territory, inside the 35-yard line, down close to the 30. And that was a heck of a run, carrying several Sheridan players.
Jaqueline Morris, we're going to keep saying this name. He had his arms around him the whole way, continues to be around the ball.
Yeah. So Malvern picks up a first down, 1st and 10 for the Leopards at around the 30-yard line, 31-yard line, I think is where they're going to spot it officially. Right in the shotgun formation for the Leopards, Kyler Wright. He's had a good game tonight as well. He throws complete inside, close to first down. That was number 11 for Malvern, Kalen Cooper, with the reception.
Andy, that was one of the most well-timed throws and catches of the night for Malvern. The ball was out of the quarterback's hands before the receiver ever broke. Good play from them.
So the Leopards with a nice drive so far. They've taken it down into Sheridan territory to the 21-yard line now. 1st down and 10 for Malvern. 8:34 remaining to play in the second quarter. The give in the backfield. Oh, big hit. Number 50 coming in there for Sheridan. Big Leighton Tarter, and he just laid it on the Malvern running back.
So they purposely did not block Leighton Carter. In retrospect, color that as a mistake. They tried to set him up for a read option. He crashed in instead of the quarterback pulling it. They handed it off, and boy, he was just licking his chops. He was ready for that one.
Wow. The Malvern running back, he's going to be hearing that one for a while.
The next time he goes through the line, he's going to be like, where's number 50? I'm staying away from that guy.
Absolutely, absolutely. Loss of 2 on the play. Brings up 2nd down, 12 yards to go. Wright throws. He's got a man. Intercepted by Sheridan inside the 5-yard line. Still on his feet, out over the 5. And I haven't picked up a number yet.
That's number 18, Lawson Wallingford. Lawson Wallingford, the other cornerback. I'm telling you, the sophomore duo last year, they really had a great, Braden Lewis was a junior last year. Lawson was a sophomore. They played great together, locking down the corners as the year went along.
And if I'm not mistaken, I think Lawson actually led the team in interceptions last year.
I believe he did.
I think he had 4, and he's getting a good jump start on it. Again, this doesn't count in year-long statistics because it's a preseason game, but just has an eye for the football and a feel for it.
Could be a sign of things to come.
Yeah, so another great turnover by that Yellow Jacket defense, and so keeps Malvern off the scoreboard. Haven't scored since that first drive of the game. Yellow Jackets on top 19-7. And get to the big Eli Turner. He's going to carry folks out to the 15, 16-yard line, but that was a huge hole in that offensive line.
Huge hole. Backed up, starting on your 5-yard line. Hand the ball off to your big, tough back. Let him get you some space. And now, with momentum right out of the gate on the first play, you got a lot of options.
Eli, pound for pound, is one of the strongest players on this team. And When you see that guy with a head of steam coming at you and you're a 160-pound cornerback, pass to Turner goes incomplete.
I can tell you, Andy, if I was a cornerback and Eli Turner's headed my way, I'm making a business decision and probably going to get out of the way.
You know, that's kind of like taking a charge on a guy a lot bigger than you in basketball.
Yes.
Yeah. So the incomplete pass is going to bring up second down now for the Yellow Jackets, 2nd and 10 at their own 16-yard line. Yellow Jackets will send 3 receivers to the wide side of the field, 1 to the short side. Dax, plenty of time, throws. He's looking for number 1, complete. That is Braden Lewis. Oh, I'm sorry, Walker Shields with the reception. Yeah, so that was Walker Shields with that reception. Took a big hit, but he held on to the football. So great hands and good concentration on the part of Walker Shields. Brings up 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, and handoff to Turner. He's got good running room, crosses the 40, out close to the 45-yard line.
Good run again from Eli, continuing to make positive yardage going down the field. Very tough catch. You know, Dax squeezed the ball in the window. The receiver knew he was going to get hit, was bracing for it, you know, held on to the football. That's as tough of a catch as you can make as a receiver.
Not sure about that spot. Looks like Yellow Jackets may have been shorted just a tad bit of yardage, but that's okay.
Interesting formation
Yep.
here.
Yep. Oh, ball's on the ground, and Turner's going to pick it up.
So it looks like this number 29.
No, 29. Yeah, I was seeing 28. That's actually
Logan Brand.
Number 29, Logan Brand into the game. You mentioned an odd formation.
Yes, squeezed in together. At first, it appeared that it was going to be a split backfield. However, the last second, they kind of just shifted, snapped the ball directly to Logan. Wonder what they were cooking up there.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, we didn't get to see. Didn't get a chance. Maybe we'll see it in a game a little bit later in the year. So, 3rd down, short yardage to go, less than a yard. Dax has some time, throws over the middle, complete 1st down, and inside the 40-yard line for Sheridan, that is Hunter Sosha.
Yeah, first catch of the night for Hunter. Big one to convert a 3rd down. Running the dig over the middle. Good throw and catch.
Yeah, nice route. Plenty of time. Again, we've seen Dax with lots of time all night long. That big offensive line, they're really doing their job.
They are doing their job. They have had some experience playing together, and you're definitely seeing that out of the gate tonight.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the 40-yard line of the Leopards. They bring all the wideouts in. Dax rolls to his right. Throws a little short one, complete inside the 30, down to about the 25-yard line. That's Brandon, I hope I say this right, Gostinski.
I think you nailed it. I think you nailed it. You know, good. We've seen this play before. We saw it last year, rolling everyone out to the right. You've got a short, medium, and long route on the right side, and then you've got a crosser coming from the backside. Last year, we might have tried to force that throw either deep or on the sideline, but we kept going through that progression again, hit the little dump down, and, you know, had good yardage gain.
Yeah. Dax throws to the end zone, has a man, touchdown Sheridan.
Man, that was a beautiful spiral.
Dylan Smith. Wow.
I mean, that ball could not have been thrown better.
And Dylan Smith, boy, he laid out for all he had. I mean, another inch or two, and that would have been a hard one to bring in, but that was just a beautiful throw and catch, and Yellow Jackets starting to pour it on now.
I couldn't be more excited from what I'm seeing out of Dax to start this game, and the connection to Dylan Smith is strong.
We've seen that hook up several times so far tonight. Mitchell onto the field to attempt the extra point. The snap, the hold, and the kick hits the upright and bounces back. No good. Hit the left upright, and so it will remain 25-7. Yellow Jackets on top of the Leopards with 4:52 remaining to play in the first half.
When we finish tonight, I really want to go on the field and have Dax throw me that same football. I mean, that was just perfect.
Well, if Dax throws me that same football, I'm still at the 10-yard line. I'm not even close to getting it. Yeah, that was you can see that chemistry starting to take place between the two of them. You know, I think that we'll see a lot more out of Dylan Smith as the year goes on. He may be one of Dax's go-to guys.
Hmm. You can see that early. You can see that early.
Yeah.
It's been deep. They've tried to get him the ball, quickly, short. It's been the intermediate routes, really all over the field. They've been trying to get him the ball.
You know, a lot of quarterbacks, even when they're trying to spread it out, they've got that one guy they know that they can go to that he's going to find a way to be open, and he knows how to place it there.
The question marks going into this year on offense is how do you replace the production of Jace Bradshaw and Peyton Sterrett? I mean,
Right.
they accounted for such a high percentage of the receiving yards last year. That's a question mark. You've got guys back like J.P. Black and Wiley DePriest that had great showings, and they flashed tonight as well.
Mhm.
We'll definitely see a step up from them this year. But seeing the other two receivers has been great because as much as we're going to throw the football and spread it out, there's going to be four guys that are regularly touching it.
Absolutely. Last year we threw, Dax threw 450 something passes. So, that's a lot of passing. And so, yeah, if you're one of these young receivers, the opportunities are going to be there.
Oh, man, that's a dream if you're a receiver. 450 passes?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. All right. So, kickoff is going to be down at about the 30-yard line. That's where Malvern will start. First down and 10. Again, Yellow Jackets on top, 25-7. 4:52 left to play in the first half. And Kyler Wright brings his Leopards to the line. One back in the backfield, two receivers to the left, two to the right. Handoff is straight up the middle. And he's going to be met after a couple of yards by a host of Yellow Jackets. It looks like one of the first ones there appeared to be Copeland Crutchfield.
And Jackson Delk, a name that we heard a lot last year. Good tandem tackling there. Runner tried to break free, tried with all his might, but just couldn't do it.
All right, gain of 2 brings up second down, 8 yards to go for the Leopards. KD Shields in the backfield along with Wright. Wright drops straight back, throws, and picked off at about the 45-yard line at the 40, and that is Ross Stevens.
One opportunistic Ross Stevens. Have yourself a game.
Yeah, absolutely. He just read the quarterback's eyes that whole way.
I mean,
so
couldn't have timed it up better.
Obviously, the Yellow Jackets offense, extremely impressive last year. So far in the first half, we've seen a lot of good things. But this defense has really stepped up, and they've come up with multiple turnovers in this first half.
As much as we practice defending the pass,
we ought to be good
I think we've gotten pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Because if you've got to go up against Dax
right,
and these receivers in practice every day,
absolutely,
you're getting tested.
Over and over and over again. So, yeah, they're not going to face many teams who have those kind of combinations.
We're seeing Easton Barksdale checking in at quarterback here.
Yeah. I think you'll see a lot of, substitutions tonight, some JV action later on in the game. Barksdale throws and complete at around the 30-yard line, maybe just inside. J.P. Black with the reception for the Yellow Jackets, and it's enough to move the chains. It'll bring up 1st and 10 for Sheridan right on the 30-yard line.
Yeah,
Sheridan
good flag
quick
route.
to the line. Yeah.
Good flag route from J.P. Put the ball right on the numbers.
Yeah, Sheridan trying to hurry up a little bit here and give straight up to Eli Turner. And Turner, big, huge holes, and that's not the kind of guy you want to give big holes to. And he makes a couple of folks pay, and it's going to be close to first down yardage again as he goes down at around the 20.
They always have to pay.
Yeah, exactly. Every time.
There's no free lunches with Eli Turner.
No. he hunts for people to hit sometimes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's in too much space, I feel like he gets a little nervous, starts looking for somebody to run into.
Yeah. Got to bounce off someone. First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets now. They do indeed pick up that first down. The ball right on the 20-yard line. Yellow Jackets will send 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Turner in the backfield along with Barksdale. Barksdale turns, throws, almost intercepted, and really and truly should have been. Corey Jacobs out there for Malvern, and just in and out of his hands.
We've seen Ja'Cory catch it on offense. Glad he didn't catch it on defense that time.
Yeah. Because that had the potential for a pick six. All right, Yellow Jackets back to the line. Second down, 10 yards to go.
We love the 4 players on one side.
Loading up on one side, throw back to the short side of the
Ooh.
field. Eli Turner,
Burst.
10-5, touchdown Sheridan.
Had number 64, Jason Estes, and number 52, Bradley Sturdivant, leading the way. You got those 2 guys and Eli Turner over on one side of the field. Good luck.
You know, Kevin Kelly, so much of his football scheme is based really on distraction.
Mm-hmm.
They load up on one side of the field. That's where Malvern's looking. They throw back to the inside to Eli Turner, cutting it up inside there. Easy score.
Excellent blocking.
Oh, yeah.
Got a couple road graders out there.
Yes. Mitchell's kick. This one is up, and it is good. And so the Yellow Jackets continue to pile up the points here in the first half. Sheridan, 32. Malvern, 7. 3 minutes, 13 seconds left to play in the half.
Andy, let me ask you, what do you think about the performance so far?
Very impressive. You know, I mean, this is a good Malvern team. They were last year. You know, we beat them pretty handily in the preseason scrimmage last year, but then they went on and had a really good season.
Right.
I think either you or Jeremy mentioned a while ago that their preseason pick by the coaches to finish second in their conference, and that's a tough conference too. That's not an easy conference. Now, a little bit lower level football, 4A, versus 6A, but still, there's a lot of athletes. Malvern has turned out so many fantastic athletes through the years. So anytime you can roll up these kind of numbers, and keep in mind, this is without Sheridan's onside kicks, where they, have a tendency to kind of snowball on a team.
We are letting them touch the football.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Because we have to.
Because we have to. Because the rules dictate. So, yes.
Not because we want to.
Right. That'll be the last time you see that.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah. Good practice for the defense, though.
Well,
and boy, have they taken advantage of it.
Yeah. So, 32-7, Malvern coming back out here. And so I know we always look at this from a Sheridan perspective, Dakota, but if you're Malvern's coach, what are you saying to your guys right now?
I'm saying, guys, y'all are playing a good football team. Y'all are getting tested early. You got to come out here and respond. But this is a good football team. It's going to prepare you well for your conference.
Keep your head up. Yeah. All right. The Leopards back out onto the field, and looks like they've still got most, if not all, of their starters in the game. Right back there, along with KD Shields.
We got a measuring tape on number 12, their quarterback. He's pretty tall.
He's pretty tall. And the tailback's not that tall.
Looks like they were having a hard time deciding who was going to get to run that football. And while they were thinking about it, we had Waylon coming up and laying the boomstick again.
Yeah. That was a keeper by Wright, and wound up picking up about 5 yards on it. Kind of looked to be somewhat of a botched play, but a 5-yard gain, second down and 5 yards to go for the Leopards on their own 35.
As well as we've covered, I've been really pleased with how hard we've come downhill to hit.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Wright throws deep. He's got a man. Incomplete at around the 35-yard line.
Andy, I almost had to call myself out for the announcer's jinx.
Yeah.
Right when you say how well we've done something, I almost did it to us. So I'm probably gonna have to hand the mic to Jeremy here pretty soon.
Braylon Clegg had broken free along that right sideline, and if Wright had a little bit more on that one, that would have been 6 points.
That would have been the end of my night.
No, not that easy. You don't get out that easy. All right. Wright throws a little dump pass over the middle. KD Shields complete, and he's going to cross the 40-yard line. flags come in, you're right, that's going to be a face mask more than likely. He picked up the first down without the penalty, and I think you can probably tack on some yardage to that.
Credit to Malvern. Perfect play call. We brought the house. They were ready for it, dumped it right behind us. But credit to the rest of the defense. They rallied to the ball really quickly. And, yeah, we had a face mask, but that came from trying to stick your arm in there and knock the ball loose.
Yep.
That's an effort play.
It is, but regardless, that's not what Kevin Kelly's probably going to say.
Probably not. Might have a different delivery.
little different take on that. But that's going to be a 15-yarder, and that's going to be from the spot of the foul. Again, he had already picked up the first down. Tack on another 15. It's going to take us into Sheridan territory down to the 44-yard line. Oh, yeah, got a little movement. One of the Malvern
Number
receivers
74.
took off a little early as well. Well, number 28 also. Wesley Morley, and you say 74.
Several. We had several.
Yeah, Joseph Mickles. You never want to hear your name called for that reason.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
You want to hear touchdown. You want to hear first down.
Right. Yeah. All right, 5-yard penalty takes them back to about the 49-yard line. 1st and 15 for the Leopards. As right.
Bringing pressure.
It's going to be pressured, and he's going to go down. Huge loss on the play, back down to the 35-yard line.
That time we had Jackson Delt coming up the middle, and then Copeland Crutchfield as well. Quarterback did not stand a chance with those two guys running full speed at him.
We've called both of those names quite a bit tonight as well. Watch out for them throughout the season.
They tend to be at the ball at the same time.
Simultaneous. Mm-hmm. You're right. So 2nd down, and I don't even know if I can count that far. 27 yards to go, it looks like. The ball on their own 36-yard line. They've got to get to the Sheridan 34 to pick up the first down. New running back in the game, and across the 45-yard line.
Not surprised to see a run there. Try to catch the defense off guard. You got to expect the unexpected.
Yeah, that was Elijah Hinton with the carry. And makes it out to about the 46.
About 3rd and 20.
So 3rd and 20-ish.
Give or take.
Give or take. At 3rd and 20, I don't know that it really matters, if it's the give or the take. So Leopards will send 3 receivers wide to the left side of the field, right, with plenty of time. Throws, it's broken up. No flags on the play, so.
Number 18, Lawson Wallingford.
Yep.
Getting
right
a hand in there. Sticking to the receiver like glue.
He was right there. It was close. I was hoping that there wouldn't be a flag there, and officials looked at it and
I
said,
thought he did a really good
great
job
defensive play.
Staying behind the defender, not leaning on him too much, not coming over the top, not having the hand on the back of the jersey.
Well, that's the hard part that you can't see from here is where that backside hand is. Is that in the back? Is that got the jersey? And the officials right on it and said, no, clean play.
I agree.
So one of few, if any, punts tonight. I guess we have had some early in the contest. Spiraling kick is going to hit at about the 24-yard line and takes a rather neutral bounce. It's going to roll dead at about the 20-yard line. So the Yellow Jackets will take over. They've got 55 seconds. So does Kevin Kelly say, let's just go to the locker room here, or does he say, oh, let's light it up?
I think you have to pretend that this is the end of the game and that you're down and you've got 55 seconds to go, 85 yards or 80 yards. I don't know where they're spotting the football.
Yeah, a lot of preseason work. You're just trying to test out different situations and scenarios, so wouldn't be surprised to see that.
Yeah, so ball in the 30. Can you go 70 yards in 55 seconds to win the game if you were down? That's what they're pretending to do here.
And they keep Barksdale in the game. So it's not going to be Dax. It's going to be Barksdale getting the opportunity to give it a try. Handoff is going to cross the 30, 35, 40-yard line. Trying to pick up a number.
Well, I can tell you they were running behind Ethan Cowden.
Yeah,
And I think if we could go run behind Ethan, we could do pretty good too. But great run from the running back.
Yeah, that looked like number 25, Camarian Dawn, a sophomore in there at running back, getting a little action here in the first half.
And Ethan, just looking at him from the booth, is just an imposing figure over there on the right side.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. All right, so it's going to be Barksdale along with Logan Brand in the backfield. Barksdale pumps, throws over the middle, juggled to complete inside the 40-yard line, 45-yard line, down to about the 42.
Brendan Gostinski caught it twice.
Yep.
Most importantly, caught it once. Really good first down there. Clock is ticking under 30 seconds.
Still rolling, 26-25. Throws over the middle, incomplete. And a flag comes down. That's kind of a late one, but that looks like it might be against Malvern, possibly an interference call. Hunter Socia was the intended receiver.
Tried to go vertical down the middle of the field. Defense is trying to stop deep routes. Sometimes whenever you're doing that, you can tend as a safety to fall to the outside of the sidelines and leave the middle open. And if you're the offense, you want to take a middle route if you can gain a lot of yards, but not if you only gain a few whenever you have, whenever the clock's working against you.
So the call will go against Malvern. I think they're trying to determine where to walk off from. We're just waiting for a spot of the football. 27-yard line is where the official places it down. First down and 10 for the Yellow
Clock is
Jackets.
rolling.
Clock at 18 seconds left to play. 15, 14. Barksdale throws to the end zone, incomplete. It stops the clock with 8 seconds left. You've got time for one, maybe two more plays.
Yeah, took a shot at the end zone there. Didn't you don't have to wait until the very last play to try for the end zone. Good attempt, and it leaves you, a second down, one, maybe two chances to try again.
Yeah, so do you take another shot at the end zone, or do you try to hit a sideline route and stop the clock?
If this is me, I'm probably going quick sideline and then end zone. But it's not me, so I don't know.
It's not.
He's probably going end zone.
Probably so. 4 receivers down to the wide side of the field. Barksdale still looking for instructions from the sideline, and now a flag goes down. Looks like that play clock may have expired. It's at 0, so that'll be a 5-yard walk-off against the Yellow Jackets.
The spacing was a little tight. We needed a little bit more room for the routes to take place. Probably a strategic move there.
Possibly. We'll say that. We'll say that it was. Strategic all the way.
Yes.
All right. Second down and 15. The ball now at the 32-yard line. 8 seconds remaining in the first half. Barksdale has some time. Throws to the end zone. Has a man. Incomplete. And that will be the end of the first half. It looked like for Sheridan that was number 15, Wiley DePriest, and 2 or 3 Malvern Leopards with coverage.
They gave him a chance to have a "You Got Mossed" highlight, and he almost came down with it. Got a hand on it. We got a player down.
Yeah, there's a Malvern Leopard down in the end zone, and we've got a Yellow Jacket down on the 35-yard line. Waiting to see who it is. We've got the athletic trainer for Sheridan out on the field. That is Tiffany Evans, looking at the injured player.
Number 21 for Malvern is up and walking off already.
Looks like the Malvern Leopard is going to be okay. For Malvern, 21, that's David Hutchins, and he's coming off under his own power. The Yellow Jacket player is now up, and that is Will Cowart, big Will Cowart. So that would be a terrible loss if this turns out to not be just a minor ding. Cowart being helped off the field, but a lot of senior leadership right there.
Yes. That offensive line has gelled well together. They've played very well in the first half. I mean, there have been no sacks take place, and the pressures that have happened on the quarterback have not resulted in anything detrimental. And so they have done their job. They've opened up running lanes. They've protected Dax, gave him time to throw. Excellent performance from them. Really hope that he's okay. If he can't come back today, that's okay. Let's just get him healthy for Whitehall.
Let's get him healthy. Looked like he was favoring that left either knee or ankle. Hopefully, again, just some small ding, and let's get him rested up tonight and hopefully take care of it, and that it's not something more serious.
Well, that is going to take us to halftime.
It is halftime, and again, normally we would have a more extended halftime show for you. Hopefully, in the future, maybe we can have some halftime guests step in, and we'd also have some commercial breaks. But we are just going to put up our sponsor page for the half, and we'll take a little bit of a break, give you a break at home, head to the refrigerator, pick up some snacks, whatever you need to do, and we'll be back with you here in just a few moments.
All right, and we're back for the second half. And Sheridan will receive, kicked off in the beginning of the game, so now we're going to get the ball in the second half here. Again, a fair catch. You're going to start it at the 30.
All right, the Yellow Jackets take over first down and 10 at their own 30-yard line to start this second half, leading 32-7 over the hometown Leopards of Malvern. A really impressive showing by the offense, Jeremy, but the defense also picking up some turnovers there.
Yeah, I love to see the turnovers, Andy. Got 2 interceptions, and we had a good goal line stand, eventually converted by Malvern, but good toughness, good open field tackling.
All right, so Barksdale is going to get the call to start the second half at quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. He's looking, throws over the middle. He's got a man complete inside Malvern territory, still on his feet. Fumbles. No, that was someone's helmet coming off there. I thought it was the ball for a second, but huge yardage for Sheridan. Big number 29, Logan Brand.
Logan Brand wide open over the middle and then running after the catch. Love it. Call that yak, yards after catch.
Yeah, that was a great play, well designed, and just a overall fantastic play by the Yellow Jackets. Big yardage inside Malvern territory. First down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets, just outside the 30, at about the 31-yard line. In for the game, in the backfield, 27, Evander Gustin. Gustin's going to get the call. Crosses the line of scrimmage, hard yardage down to about the 27-yard line. A pickup of maybe 4, brings up second down and 6.
Old school football right there, Andy, right up the gut. Handoff up the middle, helmet on helmet, helmet on helmet. Who's going to win the battle up front? Just one block away from busting that one.
Somewhere Don Campbell is smiling.
Yeah.
Second and 6 for the Yellow Jackets. 27-yard line. Again, Gustin in the backfield with Barksdale. High snap. Barksdale does a good job keeping control. Throws over the middle, complete inside the 5-yard line. Touchdown, Sheridan. That's number 8, Jaden Green.
Jaden Green got a little playing time last year and showed why right there. Great hands. That was a tough catch in traffic. Excellent hands by Jaden Green. And Jaden's got some speed to him, too. He could be a weapon for us in the future. Excellent ball. Excellent catch. Just great.
What a really nice pass.
Nice pass. Nice drive, Andy.
You know, we saw in the preseason Kevin Kelly say that one day in practice he saw Barksdale make 3 passes that he's never had a quarterback who could have made those passes. And we saw a little glimpse of it right there. So some promising things in the future out of that sophomore, you know, with Dax being a senior, Barksdale kind of getting a little trial run here.
Extra point attempt. We need one here for some confidence.
Mitchell back in, and his kick appears to be no good. And so that will fall incomplete. It'll leave our score at 38-7 now. Yellow Jackets striking with just 53 seconds into the third quarter. Again, this offense just an extremely explosive group.
Explosive. We just went 70 yards in 53 seconds. That's amazing.
I don't know that I can run 70 yards in 53 seconds.
Wouldn't even want to try.
Yeah.
That'd be down and out, Andy. But yeah, great, man. I've been impressed with the offense. You know, shouldn't be surprised. I'm sure Coach Kelly's been working with these guys all summer on schemes and play calls, and like Dakota mentioned earlier, just a good rapport between Kelly and Dax now, second year together, running the offense.
You know, early in the game, we saw Sheridan go down and score on that opening drive, and did not get the extra point, and then Malvern returned the favor. They came down and scored on their first drive, kicked the extra point, and went up 7-6. And I thought, you know, this could be a game.
Yeah.
Looks like I was wrong.
Yeah. That's what's exciting about football. That's what I saw in an interview for Terry Bradshaw, and he said football's a unique game in that you get one game to win or lose. In baseball, you get a series. Basketball, you get a series. But football, you get one game.
One and out, yep. Cam Martin with the kickoff for Sheridan, and it's going to be fielded at about the 30-yard line. So Leopards will bring their squad, their offense, onto the field from there. Again, just trying to close the gap a little bit, make a little bit more respectable showing here in this preseason matchup. 38-7 your score. Jackets on top early in the third quarter. It'll be interesting to see if we start seeing maybe some backups. It looks like, in fact, we are number 6 for Malvern. That's Aaron Pinkston is in at quarterback, replacing Kyler Wright. So Pinkston, the quarterback for the Leopards, 2 receivers to the right side of the field. Handoff to the tailback. He's going to get up to about the 30-yard line for no gain, maybe a loss of a yard, as they're going to spot him back at about the 29-yard line.
David Nash read that, number 5. He read that well. He came in, filled the hole, stuck the running back, made no gain on the play. Good read there by your outside linebacker, coming up and filling the hole.
So it's Pinkston and Hinton in the backfield for Malvern. Pinkston looks to throw. He's got a man complete at around the 35, still on his feet. Hard to bring down. Finally driven out of bounds by number 24 for Sheridan, Ashton Litzy. And it's going to bring up third down now for Malvern and a couple of yards to go to pick up the first.
Like a cover 2 there from Sheridan. Quick out route by the inside receiver from Malvern down low here on an out route, but good open field tackle, keeping gain to a minimum, preventing him from first down.
Short yardage situation for the Leopards. You'd be expecting a run here, but you never know, and especially with this kind of a lead by the Yellow Jackets late in the game, maybe the Leopards looking for some bigger play opportunities. Third down, 2 yards to go, and the give's going to go up the middle. It's Hinton as he crosses the 45 out, he crosses the 40 out to the 45-yard line. It's going to be good enough for the first down. They'll move the chains, 1st and 10 for the Leopards from there.
He had a missed tackle there, had a chance to stop him on third down. Just a little missed tackle, maybe some early game jitters for some guys not seeing any action in the first half. But good open field tackle by our safeties. They came downhill and met the running back hard there after a good gain by Malvern.
Well, this is a lot of what you like to see in the preseason is just some guys getting some experience on the field. Handoff around the right end, crosses the 45-yard line. A flag down now in the backfield. That was Solomon Toney with the carry. We'll wait to see what the call is by the officials.
It's going to be holding. Clayton Mooring was trying to seal that edge out there, and he got drugged down. He's going to come back.
Officials
taking his time here.
He is taking his time, not in a hurry.
Yeah,
it's preseason.
Okay. Yeah.
Preseason.
Yeah.
You don't have to be in too much of a hurry.
That's right.
You called it, Jeremy. It is a hold against the Leopards, so they'll mark off 10 yards from the spot of the foul. It'll remain first down. Well, I'm not quite sure what we're doing. It looks to be at the original line of scrimmage. Okay, now we're marking off some yardage against the Leopards.
Officials preseason too. We got
it's preseason for everybody.
Work it out.
It's preseason for the fans. They got to learn how to get back into it. All right. First down, 20 yards to go for the Leopards from their own 35-yard line. 2 receivers to the right, 2 to the left. Sole back in the backfield is Hinton along with Pinkston at quarterback. And Pinkston initially looked like he was going to avoid the sack, but was not able to avoid Copeland Crutchfield flying in there, and we've called his name a lot tonight.
Copeland, maybe Logan.
Was it Logan?
Maybe Logan Harrison off the right end here. Got a good edge rush.
It was. I saw 40. It was 46.
Good edge rush right to the quarterback, and when he got there, he did not miss. Excellent job. Got second down and forever for Malvern. They're going to try a little handoff.
Yeah. Crosses the 30-yard line, still on his feet. Nice run. The 40 near midfield, and it's Hinton still on his feet. Finally brought out of bounds at the 40-yard line, just inside the 40-yard line of Sheridan. Again, that was
second down. That was second down and forever. And Malvern got the first down on a run, but several missed tackles.
1st and 10 from the 40.
Mike.
Leopards send 3 receivers to the right side of the field. Pinkston, that's Katie Shields back into the game. No, Pinkston with the keeper inside the 20-yard line of Sheridan. Really nice fake of the handoff to KD Shields, and then Pinkston tucked it and kept inside the 20-yard line, and so the Leopards on the move and threatening to score.
Good read play. First down for Malvern on a read option. Sheridan's got to dig deep here.
Leopards with the ball. It's Shields with the carry, and he's hit hard at about the 10-yard line. Making the stop for Sheridan, number 37, Isaiah Ortiz. And we've got a Malvern Leopard who's a little bit slow getting up. Officials are going to stop play for a moment. And it looks like it may be the running back for Malvern, number 23, K.D. Shields, who's making his way off the field. But not until a good pickup down to the 6-yard line. It'll bring up first down and goal for the Leopards.
All right, first and goal for Malvern. They've had some success running the ball against us on this drive, Andy. We got a front three's got to really hold their ground, and the linebackers have got to come fill holes quickly.
Yeah, and I know we've got a lot of substitutes in the game right now, but Kevin Kelly doesn't want this defense to give up a score here. The give is up the middle and nearing the goal line down to about the 1. Solomon Toney with the carry for Malvern brings up second down now and goal. And they'll say his knee went down at about the 2.
We'll take it.
Leopards back up to the line of scrimmage. And it's Hinton and Toney in a split backfield with Pinkston. The give to Toney, little stutter step, and a host of Yellow Jackets right there. It's hard to see who got there first, but there were 3 or 4 Jackets in on the tackle.
You know, your offensive line, defensive line say the game starts in the trenches, and there's a lot of truth to that. Our defensive line did a good job of shedding their blockers there, and then it was on after that. We had about six Yellow Jackets in on the tackle there for a third down and short, third and goal here for Malvern.
Toney lost about a yard on that play, so they mark it back at the 3-yard line. Third down and goal. 6:44 left to play in the third quarter. 38-7. Yellow Jacket lead over the Leopards. Malvern again goes with that split backfield. 2 receivers to the left side. The give to Toney. Toney trying to find his place along the line there. Check that. That's number 28, Wesley Morley, in the game for Malvern, and he's going to lose more yardage back outside the 5, close to the 6-yard line. So Malvern going the opposite direction right now.
And we like to see that great stance here. 4th and goal. Big stance for the Sheridan Yellow Jackets. Would love to get the ball back with 6:10 left in the third quarter, see if we can score again.
They'll spot it down just inside the 5-yard line. 4th down and goal for the Leopards. Trying to get another score in this game and close that gap a little bit. They'll send 3 receivers wide to the right side of the field. It's Hinton and Pinkston in the backfield. Pinkston throws, lobs it to the end zone to absolutely no one, no receiver in sight. I think the intended receiver was Gerard Bailey. Pinkston thought that Bailey was running to the corner, and Bailey pulled up, and so it sailed a good 7 yards over his head. And the Yellow Jackets will take over on downs at their own 5-yard line. 5:50 left to play here in the third quarter. 38-7, the Yellow Jackets on top. You know Kevin Kelly is happy about that defensive stand down there.
Great defensive stance, great defensive stance. There's miscommunication between the receiver and the quarterback there, like you said. Solo coverage down here. Receiver runs a slant, expecting a corner route, and good break for Sheridan. We're going to take over on our own 5 and try to score again here.
3 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Barksdale, lots of time, throws and incomplete. The intended receiver was number 83 for Sheridan. That's Jaron Bowling, and he never turned around. He never saw the football.
Yeah, another miscommunication. Jaron looked like he was trying to block for somebody, and the quarterback's trying to get him the ball in open space. So.
Yeah, Jaron was definitely blocking.
Yeah.
All right, 2nd and 10 now, 5-yard line for the Yellow Jackets, hoping to at least punch out and get away from their own end zone. Barksdale now being rushed, throws over the middle, complete, has a man across the 15 and about the 17, 18-yard line. And that was number 81 for the Jackets, Brandon Gostinski, and he's come up with several catches so far tonight. And that's a name that's new to me, maybe not to a lot of our Yellow Jacket fans, but really has stepped up at wide receiver this year.
Yeah,
so far in this early
Gostinski
going.
has got showing athleticism. I love the play call as well. Quarterback gets deep, allows him time to come underneath.
Yep, high snap. Barksdale able to field it. Throws, has a man complete, and out of bounds at about the 27-yard line. And that
McMurray,
McMurray, right.
Yeah,
McMurray
Meyer with a catch. Good hands there on the edge by McMurray. On the sideline, kept his feet in bounds, secured the ball for a good positive gain there on first down.
2nd and 2 after a gain of 8 on first down. Yellow Jackets with it at their own 27-yard line. Meyer wide to the right side of the field, 3 to the short side. Pass underneath, complete across the 30, the 35, and out to the 38-yard line is Jaron Bowling with the reception for Sheridan. Good for the first down. They'll move the chains.
Way to bounce back there, Jaron. Had a miscommunication earlier. Bounces back, runs a great route, puts his foot in the ground, makes a hard stick over the middle, secures the ball, first down, Sheridan.
Moving the sticks. Jackets on the move at their own 37-yard line. Give straight up the middle. There's some running room there. Out across the 40-yard line to about the 43. And that's the sophomore Camarian, Dawn. Hopefully I'm saying that right.
Yeah, Camarian, good run there up the middle. Also, shout out to 62, Ethan Nichols, our sophomore tackle. He drove his defender about 5 yards out of the play there, so good blocking up front.
Pickup of 5 for the Jackets. 2nd down and 5 at the 42-yard line. Dawn goes into motion. The throw is complete. First down yardage across midfield and out to the 45-yard line, roughly, for Sheridan. McMurray Meyer again with the reception. 1st and 10 for the Jackets from there.
Meyer loving that out route. That's 2 out routes for McMurray. Good routes, good hands, good results. Good protection up front, and also dimes delivered by the quarterback. Good drive.
Watching a lot of the second teamers out there looking pretty impressive moving the football for Sheridan right now. The give across the 45-yard line, inside the 45. Short pickup of about a yard on that play. Brings up 2nd down and 9.
Try a little inside counter there, hand it off to the left, and cut back to the right, trying to catch a hole.
That was Gustin with the carry. He's in the backfield. And Yellow Jackets are going to send 3 receivers to the right side of the field. Play clock at about the 10-second mark now. Still plenty of time to get the snap off. 6, 5. Barksdale looks, throws, incomplete. Trying to get Meyer out there. And good coverage by the Malvern Leopards.
We had 2 slants with our 2 most inside receivers. That's your first option is the inside guy. Second option was McMurray there. Hit his hands, tough catch in traffic, but a big 3rd down here. Put together a good drive, 3:10 to left in the quarter, so the clock is stopped with that incomplete pass. Need a big conversion here, Andy.
Yep, 3rd down, 9 yards to go. So we'll get to see what Barksdale can do with his team and teammates in long yardage situation. Slow snap getting to Barksdale. Throws over the middle. Complete. And Meyer again. He just seems to find a way. He finds the holes and gets open, and Barksdale delivers again.
Yeah, Barksdale likes Meyer on that left side. Meyer ran a curl route that time, like Andy said. You said you sit in the hole in that zone coverage. You run a curl, you find an opening, sit in it, and secure the ball. Great route. Good ball again by Barksdale.
All right, it'll move the chains again. 1st down and 10 for the Jackets. Inside the 35-yard line of Malvern, ball spotted right on the 33. Clock rolling, 2:37 left to play in the 3rd quarter. Barksdale rolls to his left, throws, tough throw, and goes incomplete. He was looking for Meyer again. That's a really difficult throw to make, Jeremy. Rolling to your left as a right-handed quarterback, trying to square your shoulders and throw downfield.
Yeah, great athleticism by the quarterback. Barksdale showing some good things tonight. Malvern got away with a little defensive hold there on Meyer, grabbed his jersey when the ball was in the air, prevented him from getting that other hand up. But good ball, good attempt. I like the route, a little out and up, trying to catch Malvern off guard. See what we got here on second down.
2nd and 10. Barksdale now being pressured. Little screen pass set up, and it's going to go incomplete. Intended receiver coming out of the backfield was Camarian Dawn, and just kind of in and out of the hands.
Yeah, Camarian got excited. Been there, done that. We had linemen out front. We had good blockers ahead of him, and he took his eyes off the ball just a little too early. Good play call and good execution. Just got to catch it next time.
Jackets had that one set up really well, and you know Camarian's over there shaking his head and mad at himself. 3rd down and 10 for the Jackets. Barksdale looks to the sideline.
I got a play clock's already expired.
Play clock has expired, and I don't know.
Got a timeout.
The Jackets got the timeout just before the clock expired. So, Jeremy, I mean, you had a chance to watch this through the night. I asked this of Dakota a little bit earlier, but you know, what are your thoughts, just kind of in summary of this Sheridan team so far tonight?
So far, I've been very impressed. You know, I expected the offense to do what it did, and we took care of the ball. We put together some good drives, ran the ball well. Dax looked comfortable in the pocket. Lyman protected well. So offensively, I hate to say that I've grown accustomed to it in a year, but I've grown accustomed to it. And with Coach Kelly's history, you expect great things out of offense. What I've been pleased with most is our safeties and our linebackers in coverage. We've had a couple of interceptions today, reading the quarterback's eyes, breaking on the ball well, not only getting to the ball, but catching it when we get there for big turnovers. And then up front, you know, Jaquelon's going to hold the front down for us, be a leader. That nose guard position, we need him to stay healthy and perform well. So overall, well-rounded. You know, extra points we could work on and get better. There's, I mean, these young kids, let's give them some grace. It's a preseason game.
And the upside to that is during the regular season, we don't kick a lot of extra points.
That's true,
we go
too.
for 2-point conversions often.
That's true.
All right, we're back to action. 3rd down, 10 yards to go for the Jackets. The ball spotted at the 33-yard line of Malvern. Sheridan on top, 38-7. Low snap, Barksdale fields it. Now it's being pressured. Throws, has a man over the middle, complete at the 5. Touchdown, Sheridan. Jaron Bowling.
That was excellent pocket presence by Barksdale. Sat in it, got comfortable in it, felt the pressure, avoided it, and had the wherewithal to keep his eyes down the field for a deep completion to Jaron. Excellent play. Good route, good ball, good protection. Good things happen, buddy. That's all I can tell you. Great job, Yellow Jackets. Holding them down here, that started on a goal line stance, remind you. We go all the way down the field and score on that possession.
95-yard offensive possession.
Love it.
Yeah. Another really great thing about that play is, you know, Barksdale bought himself a little bit of time, you know, to allow time for Bowling to break free. The kick is up. It's good. No good. I'm sorry. I was looking the other way. Should never call it good. I know. We're 2 for 2 there. Yeah. All right. The kick is no good. And so the Yellow Jackets stay on top, but expand their lead 44-7 over Malvern. 2:08 left to play in the 3rd quarter.
Been real impressed with, you know, these young guys on offense. Barksdale got some work in over the summer. Dax given us some time, his body time to heal, I should say. And so excited to see Barksdale get some work in game and see him live in action. And these young receivers have shown their abilities as well. Andy, I'm very impressed with our hands and our routes and line, you know, starting line and the line in right now, showing good protection skills as well. So a good promise for our future as well.
Yeah, you know, I agree. I concur. Barksdale has been really impressive to me. I see what Kevin Kelly meant when he said, you know, this kid can make some throws that not everybody can. We've seen that a couple of times tonight. We've seen his ability to scramble, to buy himself some extra time, to buy the receivers some extra time to get open. And so some exciting things in his future as he's just a sophomore. And we know that we're going to be in good hands when Dax graduates. But, for right now, let's watch Dax light it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy it while we have it, right?
Absolutely, absolutely. Last year, he threw for over 3,600 yards and 35 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Those are, that's video game kind of numbers right there. All right, the Leopards back out onto the field, trailing 44-7 to your Sheridan Yellow Jackets. The give's going to go up the middle across the 30, near the 35-yard line, and I don't know, 8, 9, 10, 11 Yellow Jackets there now to bring the ball carrier down after a gain. That's number 28 for Malvern, Wesley Morley with the carry. And he picked up about 6 yards. It was a nice carry. Brings up second down and 4.
Ty Wagoner, first man to make contact there, but like you said, a host of Yellow Jackets following. When I was playing, we called that jacket swarm. We want as many people at the ball as possible on defense.
Second down pass is complete out over the 45-yard line to the 46. Elijah Hogan with the reception for Malvern, and it's enough to move the chains. And so the Malvern Leopards will have a first down at the 46-yard line of Malvern. Clock rolling, 1:32 left. Actually, it stopped with the out-of-bounds play, but 1:32 left in the third quarter. Pinkston rolls to his right, throws complete at around midfield and falling forward inside Jacket territory to about the 48-yard line. Will bring up second down and about 4 yards to go from there.
Timothy Mashburn there on the tackle for Sheridan had good coverage, gave receiver a little space. Receiver did a great job of coming back to the ball. You don't want to wait on it. That allows our defender to go get it. So he did a good job of protecting his quarterback, going back to the ball, but Mashburn was in good position.
Yeah. This clock just rolling now. 1:07 left in the third quarter. Throw out of the backfield to Morley. He catches it at the line of scrimmage. Breaks free inside the 30, 20, 10, 5, and touchdown. And the Leopards put another score on the board as Morley takes it from 40-some-odd yards out for the score.
Little swing pass, just man on man. You just got to beat one guy in that situation and break free. And unfortunately for Sheridan, that's what happened there. Missed open field tackle. Turned into 6 points for Malvern. So I know we'll be working on that in practice. Open field tackling, running through the tackler and wrapping up, making a good open field tackle.
Yeah. Malvern drew that up well. Morley has really good speed, so once he got it into the open field, it was going to be hard to catch him. Takes it in for the score. Malvern's going to attempt the point after. 44-13 right now. The snap, the hold, and the kick is up, and we'll just wait for the officials to call that. Good.
Good.
So the Leopards with 14 points now. Yellow Jackets on top, 44-14. 55 seconds remaining to play in the third quarter.
Good drive by Malvern. They just executed well that drive. We made some good tackles, and we missed some tackles there. And unfortunately, that last missed tackle is what cost us the 6 points. So we'll get the offense back on the field here. I don't think they're even going to kick off, and we're just going to take possession at the 30.
Yeah, I don't know if the same rules apply for mercy rule kind of stuff. We were over 35 points ahead before that prior score. In a regular season game, they would just keep the clock rolling, and I don't know exactly what they do in a preseason game.
I think it's varsity. I think it's set up varsity, junior varsity. Varsity first half, JV second half, allowing these guys to get some game time in. There's a quick hitter up the middle there, no gain.
No gain on the play. It's going to be second down and bring up 10 yards to go for the Jackets. The ball at the 30-yard line.
Vander Griffin getting another touch there. It was a good hard run. Just got met right at the line of scrimmage by some big defensive linemen.
Vander Gustin in the backfield along Barksdale. Gustin gets the call, and not much there. He tries the left side of that line and is going to be brought down again. No gain. May have actually lost about a yard on the play.
Yeah, he was swallowed up that time by the big defensive lineman from Malvern. That's a big boy. out there taking up a lot of space. And Vander just runs right into him. Looks like a passing situation here.
All right, Barksdale with 3 receivers wide to the left side of the field. He's got Guston to the right, and that's going to end the third quarter with the Yellow Jackets on top, 44.
That's it.
Oh,
3 quarters.
all right, three
Yeah.
quarters it is.
And that'll end the game. Andy.
Jeremy.
Great job. Great job.
Wow.
Glad to have you on board this year with our other teammates, Dakota Head and Mike Nevins. Did a great job. What was your takeaway? You've asked me your takeaway, but what did you think about the preseason opener?
I think that's about the best that you could have hoped for. Obviously there's a few things that we've got to clean up along the way. You mentioned the extra points. I'm sure Kevin Kelly wasn't happy with that late score in the game. Malvern took the opening possession down for a score. Those things, but if this is Kevin Kelly as of what we looked at last year, he just said, guys, defense, keep it close. Our offense is going to outscore you.
Mm-hmm.
We're just going to outgun you. And we saw very much the potential for that to happen this year. Dax McMillan, very poised in the pocket. We saw his backup, Barksdale, in there. Great scrambling ability, making some great throws. We saw some wide receivers who didn't get a lot of playing time last year, or even some sophomores who didn't play at all last year, really step up tonight. Run some great routes, good hands, making some good catches. We saw the offensive line just being completely dominant, giving their quarterback plenty of time. We didn't see a lot of Eli Turner tonight, but the times that we saw Eli, we just saw what a bull he can be. We know that's a weapon that Kevin Kelly has said that he wants to use more throughout the season, just because he's so powerful and such a tough runner. The defense coming up with some big, huge turnovers. We saw the goal line stand down there. So it's hard to find too many things to find fault with tonight.
Yeah, I agree. And Malvern's a good team. I think we both mentioned they're picked second by the coaches in the conference, and only got beat twice last year by the 2 teams that went to the state tournament. So formidable foe in Malvern, and just good things from Sheridan tonight, being able to put up as many points as we did and hold them to as many points as we did as well. So
yeah, so we've got a little bit of time off now. This being a Tuesday game, there won't be a game this Friday. The next game will be the beginning of the regular season. It's going to be a week from Friday at Whitehall. Jeremy, I don't know if you've had a chance to look at Whitehall at all and see what they've got coming back, or what kind of team, but that's always that rivalry. It's huge. Whitehall had won, I think, 5 in a row. I don't think Sheridan had won since 2019. And then last year, Kevin Kelly's first regular season game as a Yellow Jacket, and we stuck it to the Bulldogs.
Yeah, it's usually a competitive game. Whitehall likes to come in and test us early on, and it's the first real game of the season that we start keeping stats and win-losses start being tracked. And so it will be a good test early on in the season, and Whitehall plays us tough, and it'll be a good game. So come out and support your Yellow Jackets, and we'll see you all next Friday.
All right. Thanks for listening to Yellow Jackets.